everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So welcome back to this week's weight loss journey update video. Got lots to catch up on, but just before I go into this, if you are somebody who doesn't want to listen to anything to do with like a weight loss journey, I just want to let you know at the very beginning, just in case you've stumbled onto this video, and sometimes they can be like not the best to listen to if you're not really in that kind of mood. So just wanted to let you know at the very beginning that I'm going to talk about things to do with that on this video. So I have been gone for quite a while actually, since I last filmed one of these update videos. The last time I filmed, I was actually going on holiday that weekend. I was going to Disneyland Paris, which was incredible. Like, we literally had the best time We've actually got some videos going up onto our Woody's Box channel. We uploaded one the other day which was a Disneyland Paris haul, and we've got like a mini vlog as well that's coming up soon. But just to explain that I'd been away for Disneyland Paris, and then last week as well I had a big conference at work, and obviously I was returning to work after I'd had a bit of time off to go on holiday. So yeah, it was kind of a little bit of a crazy week, so I didn't end up having time to film and edit this video. So that's where I've been for the last 2 weeks. Also, this is like probably the palest I have looked on my YouTube channel for a while. I've got one layer of fake tan on, which is just a gradual tan. Not that probably anyone cares, but looking at myself in the viewfinder, I look a little bit different to usual. But yeah, this is me without, I wouldn't say much fake tan, very little about a fake tan. So I'm not too sure actually where to actually start, but obviously when I filmed that last video, I mentioned that there wasn't going to be a video the following week, because obviously we went to Disneyland Paris and I would be back at work that day, and things would be hectic as they always are when you come back from holiday. So yeah, the weekend we went Friday to Sunday night. Obviously I didn't count calories over the weekend, but we did so many steps, like the most amount of steps we've done for ages. Like, I think some days was like 25,000 or 24,000 steps each day, which I think was like either 9.5 miles or 10 miles, or just around that kind of figure anyway. So we did like a lot of walking. We had the loveliest time. It was so lovely. I felt really, really comfortable in my outfits as well. A little bit of like a non-scale victory. I obviously wore like warm clothes because it was quite cold out there, but I had like leggings and like jumpers on and stuff, and I felt nice like in my outfits and stuff. Felt really comfortable. And something that happened like years and years ago when I was towards my heaviest weight, we was in Disneyland Paris, and I actually was told on the RC racer ride that I was like too big for a normal seat, and I had to go into like a specially basically just a slightly bigger seat. So so when I go back there, it's always in my mind a little bit that like I may be a little bit too big, and then I think that's so silly because I was absolutely fine. But yeah, we had the loveliest time. We went for Ross's 30th birthday, and we just made like the most amazing memories with our mums, and it was just so special. So I had a really lovely time. I did weigh myself when I got home from Disneyland Paris as well. So I weighed myself on the Monday morning, and I think when I left I was 13 stone 13.5, and when I got back I was 14 stone 3.5. So I put on a couple of pounds whilst I was away. But yeah, it was amazing. We had the loveliest time, and obviously last week as well I had a really busy week. We're doing tons of wedding planning at the moment, and sometimes it's a little bit stressful as things are starting to get like fully booked and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we just had a couple of really hectic weeks, but really enjoyable weeks as well. But yeah, that's basically why I haven't been around even. But yeah, so although we obviously had the time off in Disneyland Paris, when I come back, me and Ross both hit the gym. We went to the gym last week. Ross joined my gym with me as well, so we can go together, which is really nice. I've been going back to the gym, been doing walks of a morning before I start work. Yeah, just carrying on really. What I did when I come back usually is quite tempting to go back into like your old routine or your new routine of like eating whatever you want whenever you want, but I actually went back to my normal routine before that and just carried on being active and going to the gym, and being back in like a calorific deficit as well. I also then had my period. So yeah, it's been like one of those kind of things, but I have been super active. I've been keeping my steps up, and just trying to move as much as I possibly can, really, just to try and be in a good way. So moving over to food, I've actually been filming like since before Disneyland Paris, like loads of film clips, but I'm only going to include this week's because if not we'll be here all day. But I'm just going to pop in the food clips now. So starting off with breakfast, this was just a baked oats with loads of raspberries and some caramel sauce. I love this for breakfast, it's really filling. Then moving over to the next day, I had this quite a few times. This is just tea and toast with the lower calorie, like smaller seeded bread, but I just love like butter on toast. Another bagel thin with some white chocolate sauce from spread from Morrison's. This was actually I think it's Kavarg protein yogurt with strawberries and caramel sauce. That was delish. Then for lunch one day when I was working from home, I just made myself a bacon medallion sandwich, just because I really fancied it, to be honest. And then I had one of these beef lasagna meals. That was quite nice, again quite filling, and just easy. And then I'm going back to kind of picky lunches as the better weather arrives. So this is like one of my favourite things to do. This is also when I find I lose the most weight, when I do like bits and pieces of everything. I just find it like satisfying. This was another picky lunch as well. I did some Philadelphia and mushrooms and just bits and pieces I had in the fridge. Super colourful. Then some dinners. This was a roast dinner with a gammon steak from Lidl, and another one, this was a grilled steak, which is actually a vegan one I think, or a vegetarian one, with some potatoes. This was just a Chinese chicken stir fry with some noodles. I'm trying to go for really filling stuff so I don't snack on rubbish. That's my goal here, and I'm trying to really up my protein to like 100 grams a day. That's like what I'm aiming for. That was some, oh there's TK, that was just something I put in the slow cooker. Actually wasn't very nice. Snacks, been having loads of protein bars instead of having chocolate bars, so I'm just trying to have protein instead, and squares bars as well. And then these I found in Lidl. I actually thought there was 130 calories. They're actually 190 calories, which, you know, is still fine, but they taste like Maxi Bonds. And then I discovered these from Lidl, which got hazelnuts in them, unbelievable. And then just tons of fruit, so like pineapple, mango, apples, everything really. Right, so moving over to the weigh-in measurement section, I thought actually I would show you what I treated me and Ross to, because I got us a pair of, well, I don't know if you call it, is it a pair of scales? I don't know. I got us a pair of body composition scales, so you can basically set your like the user. So we've got 2 users on our one. These are Weight Watchers, and I actually got them on the Argos website. They were £35, so not the cheapest scales, but obviously not the most expensive. They're probably not the most accurate body composition scales anyway. Obviously you can get like super accurate ones in like gyms and stuff, but I just wanted something at home, because if I don't see the scale go down for whatever reason, then maybe seeing like the body fat or something go down or the body water go up, it might, I don't know, visually it might give me something, I don't know. But yeah, I thought I would treat us to those. I'm actually really impressed with them so far. I've been testing them out, so I stood on these new ones and on our old ones, and they do give the same measurement exactly, just obviously this one's got all the extra information as well. So that was something that I invested into this week, and so far super happy with them. So the only thing is they're quite chunky, so they do take up a bit more room, but yeah, so that was something new this week. So I'll be able to take these measurements as well, because the NutriChecker app does actually allow you to track that information. I've just obviously never been able to regularly access it, so yeah, that's something new this week as well. Right, so let's start. So starting off with my neck. So last time I weighed in, I was 12.75 round my neck. So as of this week, I'm 13 inches around my neck, so I've gone up 1/4 inch since last time. Then moving over to my hips. Last time I took my measurements, I was 48.5 inches, and this week when I took my measurements I was exactly the same, so my hips have stayed the same, which is great. Then moving over to my waist. My waist last time was 34.5 inches, and again it's still the same, still 34.5 inches. Then moving over to my chest. So last time I was 41 inches and this time I'm actually 40.05 inches. I've gone down half an inch round my chest. Then my thighs, last time were 24 inches. This week they're 24.75 inches, so they've gone up 3/4 of an inch, so that's absolutely fine. Then last time my upper arm was 13.75 inches and this time it was 14 inches, so again plus 1/4 of an inch. And my calf, I think the last time was 15 inches, this time is 15.5 inches, so it's gone up half an inch around my calf. So yeah, that is, I think that's every measurement apart from my weight. So as I mentioned before I went on holiday, I was 13.5. Then when I come back from Disneyland Paris I was 14.3.5, and as of this week I'm 14 stone flat, so dead on 14. So overall put on half a pound since I last weighed in. I did take my body composition as well, so my body fat at the moment is 39.7%, my body water is 43.9%, my BMI is 36, and my bone is 3.8, 6.8 even. So yeah, super interesting. I'm going to plug that information into my NutriChecker app as well, just so I don't have to rely on like a screenshot. But yeah, that is the weigh-in section. So obviously some things have gone up, some things have gone down. I think that's completely normal. I actually watched back my video from last time and it did make me laugh. I think I was just in a bit of a funny mood when I was filming that video. But then sometimes I'm very, like, I have days like that where I'm just like, I don't know what's going on in life. I'm like, go from one place to another. I feel up and down, and this week I've still been really like focusing on like my goal. So I've actually set myself a new goal, which is probably worth mentioning. So as I'm now dead on 14 stone, I've set myself the goal to lose 2 stone by the summer month. So that is my goal. So I want to get to 12 stone. And I've kind of got this new mentality actually. So I saw it on a TikTok and this lady was basically saying like, don't think about the full journey because it will scare you too much and you know it's too overwhelming. So just think about it that your goal is only to lose £2. So she was like, every time you step on the goal, just step on the scale, just think, oh, okay, I only need to lose £2, and then it just doesn't seem as overwhelming. And then when you get to that mark, then you're like, okay, I just need to lose £2 more. And she said using that method, she's lost a lot of body fat and stuff, and she said like it was like the way that she did it just by having very small little steps rather than like big overwhelming like leaps. But I've definitely found that super motivating, so I'm gonna keep that mentality in mind and just think, right, if I just lose £2 this week, that's amazing. Like so yeah, that is my goal. That's what I'm like focusing on. Also this week as well, I'm really going to try and up my water intake because I'm not drinking as much water as I should be. So I definitely need to do that because I see such a big difference in my weight loss when I have like when I just basically drink tons and tons of water. So I'm going to try and really up that. Also this week, every single day I'm going to do something active. So whether that be that I go for a long walk or I go to the gym or I go swimming. I just feel really in like a much better place. I feel super like on it, and also feel like relaxed and happy. Like so yeah, I'm just going to really like throw myself into it and try really hard this week and feel really like positive, because I think if you believe that you can do it, you'll do it. And that's what I've just got to keep in my mind. Like most of the time you doubt yourself and you think, oh, you'll never do it and all of this kind of stuff, and I'm just kind of like, no, you're gonna do it, you're gonna get there, Kelly. So yeah, that is my thought process, and I'm gonna try really hard, and I'll let you know next week how I get on, but hopefully it works. So yeah, also I've not really got loads of stuff during the week this week that I will need to like navigate my way through. So I've got a really good like solid period of time where I can just focus on like hitting the gym, eating really healthy meals, all that kind of stuff. So I'm really gonna like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna say it, I'm just gonna do it. So yeah, also keep looking at the viewfinder. I look so pale, it's so off-putting. My lips are like blending in with my foundation. But anyway, right, I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that last time's video was a little bit demotivating, but I'll be back next week, and then actually I'm gonna tell you my life story right now. So I'll be back next week on the 21st. Then you won't see me again because I'm having my hen do, so I won't be around. And then the week after that I've got my operation, so I'm literally only going to be here next week, and then I probably won't appear again on any video until mid-April, once I've like made a bit of a recovery from my operation. So this is kind of like the last little bit. I'm going to really just try it. I just really want to try it. Do you know what, if I hit my stone before my operation, I'm going to be so happy. So if I get to 13 stone 10 3/4, I'm going to hit my stone. Yes, it's taken me a long time, but oh my god, to get a stone off, I'll be really proud. So but anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I see you really soon for another video. Bye. Mwah.